Hi, I wanted to go over how to remove old legacy files from our course. Legacy files haven't been in use since Moodle 1.9, which was about 8 years ago. However, they stayed in our Moodle courses in case they were linked into Moodle activities. However, they're not included in our course size report. So when we see how big our course is and we look for those course files by using our course files button here, we don't see any of the legacy items that are included in there. So although this says no video files found, I know there are some in my course. So how do we save and get rid of legacy course files? Well, it's really actually pretty simple. I go to legacy course files right here, and then you can see I have tons of old files. And look at, I've got two video folders. There's one. I've got another video folder. There's one. And those are not included in anywhere other than the backup of my class. So I'm going to hit edit legacy course files. And I'm going to select all by going up top, and I'm going to hit the download button so that gets saved into my computer. It's going to zip them. It's going to take a couple minutes to compress them all into one big file, and then I'm going to download the whole thing into my T drive or into my documents, and then I can move into my T drive. Either one's just fine. So once this is finished compressing, I'm going to download these files. And then I have this pop up, and I'm going to go, in this case, I'm going to go to my documents. I'm going to say advanced tech files. And I'm going to hit save. And now it's downloading all those files. And once it's done downloading these files, I'm going to hit this check mark, and I'm going to hit delete. And after I hit delete, for it to take, I have to hit save changes. When I do that, all those things that are in my legacy course files will be gone. But if I need them, if I find things that, oh, there's a picture missing here, there's a picture missing there, I can re-put them in those activities from this file folder that I just downloaded. That download looks just like this. It's going to have all the same folders with all the same items inside those files, so that I'll be able to upload them again, but they will be better linked inside my Moodle activity. And you can see some of these things are really, really old. This is from 2016. These graphics, that's not even where that's from. These are from 2013, 2014. They're pretty old, and most of these are not being used. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in my course, and then I'll relink the pictures if they're missing in items as I go through them. And that's it for cleaning up your legacy course files. So I've cleaned up my legacy course files, and I'm going through a Moodle activity, and I find something like this. I've got a picture that obviously used to point to the legacy course files, and I'm finding this by previewing my quiz before my students take it next class. So how do I fix this? So I've got this. I found a missing picture that was obviously pointing to the legacy course file. I just hit edit question. Now, I can go right here to the HTML button to see what the name of it was and where it was. It was in my graphics folder. It was in the hard drives called hard drive 2, and now I'm going to go open that exact same folder that I just made from my T drive. So into my T drive in my hardware class, I downloaded this folder called hardware legacy files. I'm going to right click on that and say 7-zip and extract to hardware legacy file. So it's going to expand that folder that I downloaded from Moodle. And I'm going to just say yes to all, list all. Oh, did I already have one? I don't know. Anyway, I'm extracting all of these into here. It's going to give it this exact same folder layout as it had in Moodle. So when I look at this, I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. When I look at this and it says it was in, all the way to here is my class. So it was in graphics, hard drives, and it was a hard drive 2 picture right there. So I'm going to take this hard drive 2 picture. Let me split the screen a little bit to show you what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to go back to my regular view. And I'm going to delete that picture. And then I'm going to grab hard drive 2 and just drag it right down here. And there's that picture of the hard drive. I don't like it that big. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to save my thing. And now that picture is back in there. So there's obviously things on my course that I made that use those legacy pictures, but by downloading the whole thing and putting it in my T drive, I've got all of them. And all I have to do then is I kind of preview and look for that, that box where a picture is missing. And in this whole test, it looks like maybe I only had one picture that was linked to a legacy file, and I did. So I've just gone and previewed my whole quiz to make sure that there are no other legacy files on it. I fixed the one that was missing, and that's one thing that when I do this to clean things up, I may have to keep those files, and I'm gonna, like I said, I just have them on my T drive now in the same format that it was in that legacy folder, so that if I need to go back and find anything, all that stuff is here, but now it's on my T drive instead of the Moodle backup. Some of those things, obviously, I don't need to program in that anymore, and I can go ahead and